Ghana. The Ghana Bar Association GBA has called on all parties in the ongoing process for the removal of the Chief Justice Gertrude Torkornoo to act with discretion and integrity. It warned that the independence and image of the judiciary must be protected at all costs. A statement co-signed by its national president Efua Gate and national secretary Kudze Obafo, the GBA said although expressing deep concern about the development, stressed the importance of constitutional adherence and judicial independence. The association also emphasized that while recognizing the constitutionally mandated procedures and mindful of the fact that the matter is currently sub judice, the GBA called on all actors to be guided by the time-tested tenets of the rule of law. The association has meanwhile pledged to continue its role as the conscience of society and a defender of the justice system while acting in the interest of the Constitution and the people of Ghana. President John Mahama has set up a 5-member committee, remember, to handle the inquiry after a prima facie determination was made against the Chief Justice Gertrude Torkornoo. Let's get a quick reaction from Saviour Kudze. He speaks for the Ghana Bar Association. Good afternoon to you, sir. Thank you so much for joining us.
Good afternoon. Thank you for the opportunity.
Mr. Kudze, your critics say that your statement is coming in late in the day. Do you have any response to that?
I don't think it's as late. We came in at this time for a purpose because we've observed that instead of all of us keeping calm for the process to be followed through, political actors have taken it upon themselves to be running all kinds of commentary. Yesterday I listened to 2 people on a sister station of yours, Accra based, and it wasn't too good. So all we're saying is that we should allow the process to follow through, and those involved along the line in handling all these issues, you also have at the back of their mind the laws of this country and how things are supposed to be properly done. If at the end of the day anybody feels aggrieved, the courts are there because the committee decision is subject to the jurisdiction of the court. Just as even as the process hasn't concluded, some well-meaning Ghanaians have thought it wise to file 2 suits at the Supreme Court. So that is what we're saying. So I don't think that it is late. That is why we said we'll be monitoring closely what has been happening, because we think that it is now rather being handled as a political issue rather than a legal issue.
Why do you say it's being handled as a political issue, especially when you admitted in your statements that Article 146, the 6, the 7, 8, 9, and even 10 are being followed as they should, per what the Constitution prescribes?
Yeah, the reason I say it's being handled as a political issue is that the 2 political parties, the major 2 political parties have taken it upon themselves as if the issue being dealt with is a political matter other than a legal matter. That is what we're saying.
Is the GBA,
because I think the one political party has even served notice they will be going on a process just because a process is being followed through. What we're saying is that everybody should keep calm. We should all restrain ourselves from all the conclusions and the commentaries that we are passing. So that at the end of the day, as I said earlier, the decision of the committee will determine the outcome of all these processes. Then anybody who is aggrieved, the courts are there because the committee has its decision subject to the jurisdiction of the court.
I'm aware that, for instance, the MP for Tafo, Vincent Ekoasafwa, has filed right now at the Supreme Court an interlocutory injunction against this whole process. I'm aware of that. But is the GBA not behaving like ostriches if you want to say that you think it is being handled politically? Because remember, when the former president received such petitions and he dismissed it, there were the same reactions as well.
Yes, you said he dismissed it. It means he concluded the process. But what we're saying is this is an ongoing process. It hasn't been concluded. The committee has just been set up. The 5-member committee has just been set up. They are here to go into the merits of the petition. How then do people have arrived at conclusions and have been condemning the process? That is the concern we have. So we say everybody should keep calm. We should be restrained and wait for the outcome. At the end of the day, once it is officially in the public domain, the outcome of the investigation is officially in the public domain, we can run out the commentary and condemn whatever we want to condemn. Those who want to go to court and challenge the whole process, including the outcome, will have the opportunity to do that.
The import of my question is that the issue has been political from even when the former president was there. So is the GBA not claiming, or feigning ignorance that you don't know that this is really like a political case as much as it is legal?
No, you see, I'm speaking as a lawyer. The fact that there might be snippets of sections of the petition and what have you in the public domain on social media doesn't mean that it's official. I will not comment on that. But what we're saying is that, yes, people may think it's political, but does that warrant the kind of commentary and conclusions that we are drawing while the process is still ongoing? That is the concern.
So your concern is the prejudicial, quote-unquote, statement from
exactly
individuals.
So. Because there will be an opportunity to do all this at the end of the day if conclusions are drawn by the committee, even to the extent of going to court.
Just to wrap up our conversation, based on what you've monitored so far, would you say that the people involved have behaved themselves as you expect them to per the statement you issued?
I will not be judgmental, so I wouldn't pass any comment until the process is concluded. If not, I'll be following to the same pit as the people I'm complaining about.
We'll have to end it here with you. Thank you very much, Saviour Kudze. He speaks for the Ghana Bar Association, giving us his thought regarding what the association thinks of the ongoing process.